Oh, sorry.
Did you just bash him against the door?
I just knocked his foot.
Seems we start every vlog
Oh,
with this monkey.
Caco on me.
Good morning,
I
Tommy.
miss you so much today. All day I miss you. He's a funny boy.
He's a funny boy.
He's a funny.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to this week's vlog. We've got all three of us here welcoming you
What's he got in there?
today. What are you doing?
Is that just cartilage?
Yeah, that's his ear.
Oh, it felt weird.
Tommy can cheer up anybody's day.
He's made me feel better.
So, we have a few bits we want to show you. We did an order on Temu the other day, just for a few bits, and they've come in. And before we get the vlog completely started, we thought we'd show you. I'm sorry, Tommy, there's nothing for you, my friend.
There is. There's always
There's nothing. No, there isn't, look. Unless we give him...
Why are you scared him?
Put him in a grow bag.
No, he doesn't.
I want to grow more Tommies. So the first thing I'll show you is, of course, at this time of year...
No, he likes the calmness.
At this time of year, we start to move into the garden. And I saw a few grow bags on the Temu website. So I got one.
No, we need these.
We do, don't we? Because we were growing our potatoes in recycle bins last year.
Well, we had some from
Oh, this looks good.
my dad's girlfriend, but we needed more.
I think it's
That's
got
good.
handles as well, look. So
I know Tommy would like this.
it has a hand. Yeah, Tommy could live in this. I don't know if you can see it because it's black. Let me put you hold that and I'll put my hand in. Hello. So basically, you'll pop your potatoes in. When they're ready, you open up the little
and
flap and collect. So we got a
Oh,
grow bag. In fact, now I'm wondering whether we
like
should have got
this.
some more.
Yeah, we should have.
Well, I'll place another order. Then another thing we got, it's quite a home unboxing. This was a brilliant idea. I saw this and had to get it. So it's a window cleaner, but you put the water in this part first. Oh look, Steph, you can use the spray as well.
Oh wow.
It's got a spray. I'm guessing you fill that, you spray the window, pop the lid back on, put it in here,
That's clever.
and then you can clean it.
I need to clean the windows as
Tommy's
well.
about to jump and there's matcha lattes and everything going on right next to my laptop. Tommy, that is dangerous territory. Hold on. Why don't you sit with us?
Lovely boy.
Why don't you sit with us
tell everybody what
and we
we've
can
got.
see what we bought?
You tell the story.
Do you want to have a see what we
show
bought?
them your lovely toes.
The best thing I ever bought was
Lovely
you.
toes.
You were free.
The best things in life
You
are
were
free.
free because you found us.
He's lovely boy.
Then, I did get quite a few kitchen bits. Then we got a garlic press. I've never had one before.
I'm excited for this.
Savannah's super excited because she gets annoyed with cutting up the garlic.
Because we eat so much.
We eat a lot of garlic. So you pop the garlic in there and then it presses with that.
I don't know why we didn't get this sooner.
And then it squishes
Lovely.
through here. So that's a handy one.
That's mine.
And this is something I'm personally very excited for, since I make pierogi, which is Polish dumplings, every year. I make them at Christmas, but I want to make them more often. But at Christmas I make like 300-400. You can imagine how much time that takes. So we saw this, well, I saw this. It's like the pierogi press. So this saves you a job, Steph.
But I think I'll be better than the machine.
So basically,
I am a machine.
you pop the dumpling in there,
That is cool.
and then you squish it, and it should press the edges together, leaving the middle bit with the filling your normal pierogi size or dumpling size. If you make any sort of dumplings, even goizas, just anything.
Goizos.
Goizo.
Goizo.
Dumpling-esque. This is a fantastic
Good boy.
contraption. Actually, when my mum came back from Poland recently, I saw like 3 of these in her bag and I was like, oh, I got one too. So hopefully they work. I'm sure they will. Then we also picked up some mini sieves. I can't even say large because they're not even that big, but sort of the biggest one, medium and small. We have one main, I'm sure like all of us have just one sieve, like a main one, and sometimes you just don't need the whole thing. And also when you have smaller grains or smaller things, we saw these and we thought actually these would be really, really handy. So we've got those as well.
For flour as well, when you need to sieve them.
Sieving flour, yeah.
You have to sieve flour, don't you?
Yeah. Matcha, although I have an even smaller one for matcha. And I think this is the last of the kitchen utensils, but basically we love our silicone utensils. My dad actually was the one that was like, make sure you've got a spatula, like a silicone spatula, because you don't realise how much is left in the pan or wherever, and most people just put it in the wash and you lose so much. So we have like a mixture, don't we, of colours and sizes, and I saw this and I thought, you know what, this is just going to look better in the kitchen, and it goes good with our aesthetic, yeah, isn't it? And it's literally got every silicone utensil.
Oh, I like the colour as well.
Yeah, it goes with the kitchen, and it's got this cute little pot as well. Comes in. It's got everything. It's got a whisk. It's got like a brusher thing.
That's nice.
It's got a ladle.
It all looks like recycled.
Yeah, these are the ones we normally use. Like we use this several times a day in our cooking. It's a complete must-have in our kitchen. I don't know how anyone doesn't use this.
There's that one.
That's more like a spoon. This is the one that sort of bends a bit. So like in the blender, for example, whenever I make cashew cheese or a raw cake or raw icing, almond butter, this at the end, you scrape the edges and you get so much out of it. And if you don't use that, you're wasting so much, you're losing. Yeah,
smoothie good bowl. For the pancakes, I like this one.
Then recently our luggage tag broke, so I saw one since we travel quite a lot, and I just luggage tag, luggage, did I say luggage tag?
Yeah, that's what.
Sorry, it's a luggage scale. It's an electronic luggage scale. It comes like that. We've always had one and it broke for some reason, probably because we've been traveling so much and it's just been overused. We have had it for a very long time, so I picked up an electronic one from Temu, and this one's actually better because you have this piece. Our last one didn't have that. Do you remember? It had a hook and I was trying to hook it onto the luggage and the hook was basically too small.
Test it out.
So the lithium cell is included with it. So you basically just turn on, you attach this around your luggage. There's loads of space, which is great. So if you remember that hook?
Yeah.
It's so rubbish.
That's
and also this is a good one to put in your bag with you when you travel. So when you're at the airport, you're like, no, this is how much it weighs. Because I know at the airport they try to add a few kilos. Oh, this was such a find. Well, this is actually why I went on the website in the first place. We need a steam iron, and like urgently. The ones we've had have just not lasted. And I saw this one. Well, Stefania's going to be happy with this because Stefania's the one doing most of it in between my changes. And we got it in this lovely green colour, and it's like this mini steam iron. So if you want to iron on an ironing board, you iron it like that, right? But if you want to iron, watch this stuff. If you want to iron something hanging up like that,
cool.
How clever is that?
Yeah, I like that.
And it's so small, we can take it with us.
Take it with us like we used to with the other one that broke.
Well, the one that broke that was actually bigger than this. It was quite like bulky, and I thought that was small. It's not heavy, is it?
Weigh it.
No. It also comes with this little tray, so when you're not using it or in between using it, you pop it on here so you don't burn anything.
Nice colour.
Yeah, it's a really nice colour. I think they have it in a pink as well, I'm not sure. And then there's your refill cup. The refill goes just there. Do you think that's so good?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna use that. Thanks.
I hope it makes your life easier.
It will.
And lastly, we wanted a really tiny vacuum cleaner for the car, and I mean like really small, because we've got the Dyson where you can detach the rod part and just have the handheld, but you wouldn't just take that with you, you wouldn't leave it in the car, that stays in the house.
This can stay in the car.
This can stay in the car.
Lovely.
It's like a super powerful mini Hoover. Again,
like
it's
green.
Power drill. It does look like a power drill, but it's got good suction. That's good, isn't it? For one that just stays in the car, and while you're sort of sitting about, yeah, this is so you charge it. We can charge it in the car and not ever have to bring it in the house to charge it. It's always going to stay in the car. And it's also
You've got
got,
these.
yeah, all these tiny pieces.
That can get right in the nooks and crannies.
That's what I mean. That's why I got it, because I thought, in the car, you just need the
And these are
tiniest
strong.
of pieces. Like, even the ones on the Dyson, they're just too big.
Oh, that's good to get right in
Yeah,
the
look how
sides.
thin that is compared to the one on the Dyson.
I'm going to use it now.
And then you've got
Can you
those two
see?
bits as well. But they're all so mini that it should get into all of the hard places to reach in the car where crumbs gather, and it just makes me sick.
And the bristles are hard, that's good.
They're tough, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I thought that was a really good find for us, because we're forever like, I wish we had a little Hoover in here. I wish we had a little Hoover. What happened?
Oh, that got stuck. I put it on my wedding finger and it got stuck. I panicked. It's alright. Drama over.
So that was a super fast unboxing. I just really wanted to show you guys what we got, because it was such handy bits. I have a discount code for you guys, so I'll pop it here for you. You can use across the entire website. There's so much. There's home, there's clothing, there's cleaning, there's car, there's electronics. Honestly, like, the list goes on, and you can just find all these pieces that just make life so much more easier. Right, I think we need to get ready, Stefania, because we are heading to a factory, a clean skincare factory. We're heading to Pi's factory where they make their products.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for a day out. Basically, they're just going to show us around and give us more knowledge on Pi, and these sort of trips are some of my favourite, because we really get to learn about the brand and see with our own eyes how things are being made, not just reading a bottle. So that gives me, I know it gives me so much more trust in a brand. So yeah, I think we should get ready, Steph.
I need to get changed.
We gotta go.
Sort myself out.
Another sign of spring in the house. This is the time of year we wash all the covers, pillows, the lot in the living room, and give it a good gutting, a good refresh. We also have daffodils, another sign. However, the weather is just, it's poor. It's poor. I have spent the most part of an hour trying to get ready, because it said it wasn't going to rain today. It said it was going to be the warmest day of the week, and it's raining. It's grey and it feels very, very cold. We are heading today to Pi's skincare factory in London to see how the wonderful products are made and learn a little bit more. I'm so excited. I love things like this. I love like chocolate factories, skincare, just whatever, where I can learn exactly what's going on and see with my own eyes. So we're heading there. Our car will be arriving shortly. I'll quickly show you what I'm wearing. I look like the weather. I need a good bit of sun, even just to look at it. I need it. Oh my goodness, it is so dark in the house. When will this end? When will this end? I need sunshine. So I've kept it very, very simple, as you can see. I wanted to wear a jacket, and then I thought I don't want anything too long. I'm probably going to be walking about a lot and exploring, I guess, so I wanted just to be very, very comfortable. So I have on a cashmere crew from Cashmere, Norway, in a beautiful oatmeal colour, which is one of my favourite crew necks. It's so incredibly soft, and it went so incredibly well with this blazer from Nakt that I've had for absolute years, and I wanted to keep it nice and light on top to feel slightly spring-like. Then I've popped on my black Everlane high waist, I think they're curvy jeans, which are just the epitome of comfort, and my black loafers that I got in Lucca in 109, which I love and are so comfortable. I have a belt on from Lily Silk and my Chanel bag, and that's that really. Very, very comfortable, very simple and practical. I also have on my Air Perez lip colour, and yeah, good to go. I'm super excited. I love learning about products and things. I just love exploring, and Pi is one of my favourite skincare brands. It's a clean skincare brand, and it is one of very few brands who make their own skincare. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to show you guys and bring you along. And yeah, this has to be a queen bee. It's absolutely ginormous.
What?
That must be a queen bee.
Must be. Do you think it's alright? Doesn't need anything.
It's absolutely fine. It nearly flew into my face. Starting to feel very much like spring. Oh my goodness, look at the blossom and look at this tree. Wow. That is absolutely incredible. Oh look, all the petals. I am with Stefania. We haven't seen her yet. Hello. Hello. Stefania's slightly deaf because she re-poked her ear last night trying to clean them, which she shouldn't have done. And now I can't even whisper to her. I've been trying to talk to you several times on this journey, and you're just like,
Yeah, and have to go large.
she doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Matcha, no sugar.
She's cleaning her ears, and she shouldn't be using cotton earbuds, basically.
No one should, but especially not
Especially you, because this is a regular occurrence.
Pequeño oreji. That's Spanish and Italian together.
We were just talking about the fact that we're basically driving down a motorway that we used to drive down when we used to go to work. We used to work in the events industry years ago, and we used to travel to places like school, Olympia, and we would have to leave an hour ahead of time just to get through this motorway. And now it was just a breeze. At this time of the morning, there was like 2 minutes of traffic. I cannot believe it. How things have changed post-pandemic. It's amazing.
Avocado on toast.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
I'm hungry too.
Polski sklep.
Which means Polish shop in Polish. Ponczek. Which is donut. Stefania's also beautifying herself in the car as we on our travels. What have you got?
Got my hand cream made from wonky fruits.
So she's putting hand cream on because she's got also very, very dry hands. And this is the Mandarin Orchid Wonder Hand Cream from Fru. And also, she has something that we've actually recently got, which is so handy. It's this travel handbag hairbrush. So like you flip it open, as you can see, you've got a mirror, and the brush is still secure in. And then you pop it out. Brush your hair. It's like I'm on the Dodgems today. And when you're done, you just pop it back. How clever is this? See? In the handbag. Brilliant. Here we are.
And I should say, look here, you're here today. You're here today because it just gives you a little behind the scenes of the factory, and I was explaining how unusual it is to make, but how important it is. And Neil's going to take you around the factory, but I think because we are sourcing these very precious ingredients, but we're then looking after them. So we're storing them ourselves, we're handling them ourselves, we're not overheating them, and all of these little details are incredibly important and ladder up to something amazing. And the quality is second to none because we're doing it all ourselves. So pie, when the brand was coming to life, I said to my mom, I don't know I can't find the right name for the brand. Embody that, and it came incredibly quickly. It sort of jumped out the page, and I just saw pie, and it said, goodness. You know, you have to respect that word, and it carries responsibility. And you can't bring that kind of, it's a very precious word in New Zealand culture actually, wider, and you can't bring it to disrepute. And I said, okay, it's perfect then because it will keep us good. So that's what we have. When you walk through the door, it says pie, good since 2007. That's why it says that, so that when you walk through the door every day, we try and take the good decisions every day. Not always easy, but actually sometimes it's just the smallest decisions. If you take a good decision, it ladders up to something much bigger. Not just an organic and vegan and all of that status, but the simple little things like we pay London Living Wage. We were the first beauty brand in the UK to pay London Living Wage 11 years ago, because we felt that we're bringing people in to work in the lower paid roles, in the factory, in places that minimum wage is not enough. And that has never been more important than in the last year, and it properly calibrates to what it costs.
Or actually, there's quite a few of us. Add another layer of coat to your or John Lewis in the UK, or Sephora, or Oh My Cream in France, or Sephora in France, or Trader or Detox in the US, or Sephora in Australia. Wherever that is globally, it is all being made here. We do not subcontract anything out to anybody. We are the manufacturer of our own products. We control everything to do with those products. We're not using a third party to do anything for us. So your recipe, or you're following a recipe documentation that you're doing, and you're doing things at certain stages in that recipe. It's exactly the same for us. So if you bend your head in, you can see there's an impeller at the bottom. That's the impeller that drives the materials into the homogenizer and begins the mix process. And what we're looking for here is when we induce powders, we inject the powders directly into the blade so that they're instantaneously getting wet. Ready to do the transfer, you open up a distribution line which is underneath us, and again that sucks it straight into the vessel.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Just look for that single and a leaf in a circle. A leaf in a circle is not what I get. There's lots of fake, there's lots of fake, natural logos. The branch just creates and then it looks like it actually. So it looks like a distance. You see this all the time.
It's kind of the same as like chemical-free, natural, organic. Like all of these words, like they're not regulated.
They're not regulated.
It's like no red legislation.
And it's not released to the customer until it's gone through its entire microcycle, which is about 5 to 7 minutes. So at that point in time, you're confident that you're releasing product to the environment, which is 100% clean. We have next to no batch failures at all on micro. It's because of the processes that we follow. So that's the finished product, and as Sarah said, how do we make this box as sustainable as possible? Well, it's because there's no glue, there's no laminate, there's nothing other than vegetable inks in there. So to get from that to that is quite a long process of folding. But at the end of the day, you've got something that is easily recyclable. There is nothing in there to help hold that together other than the tension of the folds in the box as well.
It's lunchtime.
This time round, I won't mislead you with my orange / long cap.
Here we have a few of Pi's wonderful products on display. Love the roses. I really want to try these. I haven't tried these yet. And I see some bottles with our names on it. So I think we're going to be making our own skincare. How exciting.
John is our head, I mean, he's very modest, but he's our head of R&D, John, and he has formulated many of the big brands you know, and he's been with us 3 years. 3 years? Yeah, 3+ years. The story behind this is we really wanted a product with hyperpigmentation, and it's something we get requested a lot for, and we said, okay, how do we do it, and how do we do it for sensitive skin? And typically, and John will talk much more about this, but typically the kind of products on the market for tackling hyperpigmentation and dark spots use exfoliating acids and usually AHAs, is that right? And so they're working on the surface of the skin to basically exfoliate faster and fade what's there. The problem with that is it's not really tackling the root cause. And this is a very common thing in formulation and skincare, is that often you're tackling the root cause. And you're not tackling the root cause, you're sort of tackling it superficially and not actually addressing the issue. Why we get dark spots and why pigmentation occurs. Because that will explain why we have...
Firstly, I think you all know that the skin is made of 3 different layers. You've got your fat layer at the bottom, which gives you cushioning, protection, insulation. Then you have the next layer, which is the dermal layer. That layer gives you structure and firmness. So that's where you'll find your collagen, your elastin, and then you've got the epidermis on the very top surface. I normally think of that as cling film on the top, and that gives you a nice barrier function. And what they do is they divide and grow, and they start moving up towards the surface of the skin. Now, in this basal layer, we also have specialized cells. These cells don't move, they're always in the basal layer. And one of these specialized cells is the melanocyte. So melanocytes, they actually produce melanin. And as you know, melanin is really important because it protects us from UV, from ultraviolet rays. So it produces melanin, and it deposits them into all the cells that are moving towards the surface of the skin. So when you get an age spot, you can see that the issue lies at the bottom, in the basal layer, not on the surface. Is that we actually address the issue with the melanocytes. We need to gain that control back. And what we found is our product contains an algae extract, which is very rich in fluorotannins. Okay, fluorotannins stimulate the production of this protein. Sorry, I know it sounds very long-winded, but basically the ingredient in the algae stimulates the production of this protein, and the levels of the protein go up. And when the levels go up, we take control of the melanocytes. So it starts controlling the amount of melanin it produces, and it will normalize the production of melanin. It doesn't stop it, it doesn't decrease it or increase it, it normalizes it. It will take it to the level it's supposed to be. Of ascorbic acid, so that's pure vitamin C, and it is a great ingredient, very good for the skin. Unfortunately, it's not great in a product. It's very unstable. It reacts to water, to light, to most things, to be fair, temperature, and it effectively degrades. So it doesn't. It's very difficult to incorporate into your skin. The only way you can incorporate it into your skin is to reduce the pH. So if you take it down to pH below 4, then it will penetrate the skin. But at low pH, it's not great for especially sensitive skin. So people get reactions and then they think, oh, you know, vitamin C is no good for my skin. And that's nonsense. Vitamin C is great for your skin. It just needs to be incorporated in the right. Vitamin C is water soluble, so it dissolves in water. But again, the problem is, as soon as it dissolves in water, it starts degrading because it's reacting, and you're losing its efficacy. So what we've done is we've added oil groups on the vitamin C. So when you add it to water, it's actually surrounded by oil, so it's not interacting with the water. And because it's oil, it will penetrate the skin better. So it doesn't need low pH or high pH. You can, whatever the pH of the product is, it will be absolutely fine. okay. You just need to decide which ones you want.
Okay.
So let's start with pentabietin first. So pentabietin is a very interesting ingredient because it's a natural moisturizing factor. So
That's me.
Tell you now.
So it consists of 3 different oils. So endiroba, acide, and fiber. Ceramicides. So these are actually ceramides. And as you know, they are. So ceramides are very important for skin barrier function because it's naturally high in alpha hydroxy acids. So that will help with cell renewal and will give you a brightening effect. It gives you that luminous skin. Cacao plant. And this extract contains an ingredient called anandamide. Anandamide is actually it's naturally produced in our brain.
So I'm going for this one for my acne and this one for my scarring, to brighten the scarring.
I think I'm going to go with the pentabietin.
That's what Stefania's doing with chamomile, I guess.
No, I don't think I'm going to. I think I might go with the cacao because I like chocolate.
Okay.
Nano cookie.
So which ones are going into this one?
For yours, Stefania.
Oh, so this one, can I please get the pen? Yeah.
Pentabietin and So the level we need is 0.2%. It's 100 grams or less. So all you need is 0.2 grams.
Okay.
It's just like cooking, Steph.
I don't ever weigh anything to cook. You can't take it out, can you?
Is that too much?
No, you find 0.2.
Oh, 0.2, sorry. I'm quite with
That's fine.
too much.
You need 3 grams. That's 0.4.
You're right. Are you good with numbers? She is normally good with numbers. I don't know what's wrong with her.
That's why the expenses are going off. Okay.
So let's start with AAA. So this one will need 2 grams.
2 grams. 2 grams.
Oh, she did that on purpose.
Good job.
Did you get it bang on?
Literally, yeah.
Well, do I get a job?
And now we're doing pink pomelo for brightening and scarring. And this is?
So this one is 3.
3 grams.
3 grams.
Same as last time.
Just jumping a little bit. Great. Okay. Now you will take your guys to stir it in.
But you won't get a mix.
Every skin.
That's your own made.
Like a yogurt.
No, that's your own cream.
So that's for calming and soothing.
Does it smell nice? I know you can put fragrance in after if you want.
I think I'll put something.
Are you? These are the options we've got. Sweet orange, rose, petit grain, lime, juniper, jasmine. Oh, I love bergamot.
So you can select.
All the way to the bottom.
I recommend.
I let go too soon.
Recommend to make 3 if you.
Yes, it's in there. And then put that down and then just press it in. Yeah, so you've got 2 drops.
Yes, it does.
You see?
Stephanie's going for rose and jasmine. No, bergamot. Rose and bergamot.
That's it, all done. She's a pro.
Pro.
It's like she's done it before.
I know. Maybe she does. Maybe she has a production line at
If you
home.
ever need a job.
Yeah.
You know to come.
That's all I need to do. Juniper berry for me.
Push it down first.
Right.
No.
Oh,
So this one we use.
No, she's not going to get a job.
Okay, down to the bottom.
Yeah, release. And that's it, lift it up.
Yeah.
And then put it into your... And then you press the top to release.
Get every bit, no wastage.
See how that smells. Give it a blend. This is very different from the scent.
It's very good fragrance. Yeah. Strong. So the colours as well. Tiny amount.
Oh, that's perfect. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Professional stirrer here.
Yeah, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Oh, you can probably take some off.
That's what you need though for your skin, isn't it?
And repairing.
Okay, it's hardly going to be any different, but just a minute behind. How does that sound? Yeah, good?
Yeah.
So you're going to eat it.
We have our finished product. Good afternoon, everybody. Just before I end the vlog, I wanted to quickly show you what I came away with from my visit to the pie factory. We had such a wonderful day, and the experience has really grown my confidence in this brand. It's so hard nowadays with the amount of choices we have out there and all this information being thrown in our face, and it's so hard to filter through what is truth and what is not. But I have seen with my own eyes. I'm just so grateful that I had the opportunity to go. But they gave me a little goodie bag with a few of their new products that have launched, and I'm super excited for these products personally because I suffer quite badly with dark spots on my skin, mainly from acne, like scarring and things like that. And of course I spend a lot of time in the sun, so that's one of the other reasons. But they have just launched their Fade Forward Dark Spot Serum, which is what you would have heard Sarah, who is the founder of Pie, talking about earlier on in the vlog, and talking about how the product doesn't just deal with it on a surface level but gets to the root, to where the dark spots start basically. So Fade Forward has the marine algae and the vitamin C, and they spoke about this vitamin C being okay for very sensitive skin. I have very sensitive skin, so I'm so excited to try this. I can't tell you, I'm going to get that open straight away. And this is their vitamin C brightening moisturizer, which is called C2 Believe. So I'm sure using these in combination with each other are going to make like a huge difference. I cannot wait. I'm gonna have to show you guys my skin, like a real good close-up of my skin one day, because I have literally marks everywhere just from breakouts and acne over the years. So the vitamin C is a protecting, hydrating, brightening product. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to try these products. I picked this up as well, so I have all the information for myself, so I'm educated on the product further. When I share it with you guys, I can really go into detail, and I should apparently start to see results within 4 weeks, clinically proven to reduce the appearance of dark spots within 4 weeks. So I think I'm going to get started on this when I get back from my trips, so it's probably going to be around middle April, and we'll get started with that. I also picked up one of the Impossible Glow bottles because when I saw this on their Instagram, I just knew I had to try it. I've got it in the darker shade. There's 3 shades. I can't remember the name of this one. It doesn't say it on the bottle, but they're bronzing drops basically. So if I could pop this, the idea is if I could pop this with a moisturizer and just give my skin a little glow up naturally that isn't heavy, then I'm on the right road. And then lastly, you guys would have seen that I've made my first ever skincare I can't believe it. I'm so excited to try this. So I picked the pink pomelo ingredient for scarring and brightening. Again, this is an issue, as I just mentioned, is one of my main issues, along with breakouts. It's the dark spots that they're the two challenges I have with my skin. So I popped the pink pomelo in there, the triple, which has 3 ingredients that combat breakout and acne. So I combined those. You could add another one, but I didn't want to sort of overdo the product. I want it to be effective. And then for my scent, I could have left this unscented. And when I smell that natural essential oil, it just takes me into another zone. Very relaxing, grounding, like I mentioned, and is the feeling I want when I'm putting on my skincare. So I can't wait to see if the skincare product I created for myself is my most favourite skincare product of all time. And if it is, I'm pretty screwed, because this was a one-time thing. Unless I speak to Pi, I put across my case, I tell them how incredible this is, and maybe I could do an edit with them. An acne dark spot busting product. Who knows? Who knows? I am going to end this week's vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this of me going to brands, headquarters or factories, and just deep diving into what they're about, their products, and just get the juice, get the information that we actually want and not what we're told on social media or the internet. Let me know, comment it below in this video, and stay safe, and I will see you guys in next week's video.